massive Bruce Lee 4K box set just got announced from Arrow Video. Criterion has unveiled their new July slate, including Martin Scorsese's After Hours on 4K. Another Disney animated classic, Snow White, is rumored for 4K. Cocaine Bear gets a 4K announcement, but not in the US. And Kino Lorber announces 2 new 4Ks, including The Manchurian Candidate and Ronin. All this and more in the latest Physical Media Report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, and today, guys, we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 156. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4K and Blu-ray. We've got rumors to get into, news and announcements. We've got what is new this week. We've got tons of deals to get into. But before we do that, guys, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We talk about everything, like I said, physical media here on this channel. If you're into Blu-rays and 4Ks and movies and owning the movies that you love, definitely consider hitting the subscribe button. We have new videos every single day, plenty of content for you to enjoy, and then hit that like button. Hitting the like button is very important, guys. It's almost as important as clicking on the video. And then leave me a comment down below, guys, of everything that we talk about here today. What gets you the most excited? What gets you the most amped up? And what gets your juices flowing the most? Let me know in that comment section below, and then be sure to turn on those bell notifications for all future videos. So let's go ahead and jump right into the rumors. This is coming from the Blu-ray.com forums. Apparently, we are getting Snow White on 4K this year, sometime in late 2023. Now, we do have Cinderella on 4K. That came out as a Disney Movie Club exclusive. It's supposed to get a wide release in August, so I'm kind of wondering if it's going to be the same thing with Snow White. Are we going to get the Movie Club exclusive towards the end of the year, and then we'll get the actual wide release at the beginning of 2024? Either way, this makes sense. Disney's going back and doing their more classic catalog for their animated movies, and Snow White was their first ever animated feature film, so it makes sense that they would go back and do that one for sure. And I mean, it's a classic Disney movie. We need that in 4K. They need to go back and do all the Disney animated in 4K, and don't do the Disney Movie Club exclusive. Put it out wide release for everybody, guys. I know it's, it's a cool thing for the Disney Movie Club exclusive people to have, but God, Disney just screws people over so much when it comes to physical media. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's like, even when we get these things that we want, it's like we still have to wait 6 months for them. You guys might think differently, especially if you're a part of that Disney Movie Club. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. But that's the only rumor, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into the news and announcements. We got a really exciting announcement to talk about. So Arrow Video already dropped their June announcements like a couple of weeks ago, and they're dropping another bombshell just out of nowhere for July the 17th. So Bruce Lee is getting a 4K box set. Now, unfortunately, this is a UK only. It's not for the UK and the US. So if you want this and you live in the United States, you're going to have to import it. But Bruce Lee is getting a 4K box set on July the 17th from Arrow Video. So yeah, we're going to jump on the Arrow Video site real quick, guys. I didn't copy and paste all the details over, but you are getting this big, beautiful, heavenly looking yellow box set. There's also a red box set that's an exclusive to the Arrow Video website. So you have 2 versions of this that you can get. But this is the Golden Harvest set, the Bruce Lee collection. You're going to be getting 10 discs in this set. Let me run down all the contents of this package right here. You're going to be getting a new 4K restorations, brand new 4K restorations of The Big Boss, Fist of Fury, The Way of the Dragon, and Game of Death, and a brand new 2K restoration of Game of Death 2. You're also going to be getting 4K UHD Blu-ray presentations in Dolby Vision HDR compatible of The Big Boss, The Mandarin Cut, Fist of Fury, The Way of the Dragon, and Game of Death. You're going to be getting high definition 1080p Blu-ray presentations of Hong Kong cut of Game of Death 2, Bruce Lee the Man and the Legend, and Bruce Lee the Legend. And you're also going to be getting newly restored original Mandarin, English, and Cantonese mono audio. Newly translated optional English subtitles plus subtitles for the deaf or hard of hearing. Multiple alternate cuts on most of the films, including the extended Mandarin cut on The Big Boss, English export cuts of The Big Boss and Fist of Fury, the Japanese cut of The Way of the Dragon, and the Hong Kong cuts of Game of Death and Game of Death 2, aka Tower of Death. Brand new feature commentaries. You got Return to Thailand, a new documentary by Matt Rulich on the original locations for The Big Boss, newly uncovered deleted scenes for The Big Boss, plus a video essay, Legend of the Dragon, a brand new 80-minute overview of Lee's career by film critic and historian Tony Rand. So you got new commentaries, you got new documentaries, you got new features, just tons of stuff in this set, guys. Like, if you're a fan of Bruce Lee, like, this has to be a Bruce Lee fan's dream right here. And we're also getting Enter the Dragon on 4K this year from Warner Brothers. So it is the year of Bruce Lee, but you're also getting 2 new documentaries on Lee's fighting and working methods, featuring interviews with Golden Harvest producer Andre Morgan. So just tons of stuff, guys. Brand new interviews, brand new feature-length video essay by Arrow Films on Lee's original vision for the Game of Death. 40th anniversary special edition Blu-ray of Enter the Dragon with archive extras, including The Curse of the Dragon, in his own words, backyard workout, and more. So you're going to be getting Enter the Dragon on Blu-ray in this set, but again, we're getting the 4K from Warner Bros. Later this year. Archive features, including the Hong Kong Connection, Bruce Lee Remembered, Legacy of the Dragon, Dragon Rising, The Grandmaster, and the Dragon, comprehensive trailer and image galleries for the film, limited edition packaging, newly commissioned artwork by Tony Stella, 200-page hardbound book featuring new writing by Walter Chow, Henry Blythe, Andrew Stanton, Dalen Chung, David West, and James Flower, 24 lobby card reproductions, 10 glossy photos of Lee in action, reversible poster, vintage poster artwork, and much, much more. God, that was enough, and much, much more. Full artwork extra reveals on the 28th of April, so they haven't even revealed everything in the set. This is amazing, guys. Like I said, I'm not like a huge Bruce Lee fan or anything, but even I am tempted to get this box set because it's just amazing. And the special features and all these new documentaries, like commentaries, new features, new interviews, like, it's crazy how much they are putting into this set. And you got to commend Arrow Video, because a lot of people have been saying they've been sleeping on Arrow all year, and even last part of last year, been saying Arrow's kind of been taking it easy, it feels like. And then they come out with something like this and just shock the world. So yeah, what an incredible looking box set right here. And again, you're going to be getting that golden, Harvest, that yellow box set. And then you can also get an alternate Arrow exclusive red cover to it as well. So just great stuff, guys. Again, a little disappointing. It's UK only, but you can import it if you really want it. It's 120 pounds, which equates to about $140 in the US. So yeah, let me know if you're excited for the Bruce Lee box set. Just an amazing announcement by Arrow Video. Let's go ahead and jump into Cocaine Bear, coming out on 4K, guys, from the British label Media Rare Entertainment. So again, another UK win right here, because they are getting Cocaine Bear on 4K on May the 29th. So again, getting a 4K in the UK, but Universal is not releasing Cocaine Bear on 4K. It's actually coming out this week on Blu-ray and DVD. So what's the deal, Universal? Why can we get Cocaine Bear on 4K in the UK, but we can't get it in the US? It just really doesn't make any sense, because somebody's doing the transfer. Do you all just not think it's going to sell, so you don't feel like you need to put the time in producing these 4K discs for the US? I don't get it. This just seems kind of weird to me that we're getting a 4K like in a month and a half. We're getting the Blu-ray and the DVD here, then we're getting the 4K in a month and a half in the UK. Does that mean like in another month and a half we're going to be getting the 4K in the United States? It just doesn't make any sense. We'll get into it again here in a second with another movie, but Universal has got to start. These are new movies, guys. They're coming out in the theaters. They're getting tons of promotion and advertising. It's like these movies are big movies, it feels like, to Universal. But they're not putting them out in 4K. They're putting stuff like The Fabelmans, which again, I haven't seen the movie. It's a Steven Spielberg movie, so I guess it makes sense to put it out in 4K. But why The Fabelmans in 4K, but not Megan in 4K, not Violent Night in 4K, not Cocaine Bear? And again, another one that we're getting ready to talk about. It's kind of ridiculous to me, like what's going on with the Universal right now. And look, I mean, next to Disney, I'll always put Disney dead last until they start actually doing something with their library and catalog of films. But Universal has got to be at the bottom as well as far as studios right now. We're in the era of 4K. Like everybody else is putting out their newer movies on 4K except for Universal. It's just getting ridiculous at this point. Like Lionsgate, they put out Plane on 4K. It's like these are movies that aren't even grossing as much as the Universal movies in the theater. and Universal is not giving that same treatment. So I just don't get it, guys. If anybody can shed some light on that for me in the comment section, please do so, because I'm just racking my brain trying to figure out what the logic is with Universal and them not putting out their stuff on 4K. But let's get into the next one. Renfield is coming out on Blu-ray and DVD. The new Nicolas Cage vampire Dracula movie, also starring Nicholas Hoult, that came out over the weekend, is coming out on Blu-ray and DVD. It is up for pre-order right now on Groove, and it's coming out from Universal. No release date on this as of right now, but again, why no 4K from Universal? Mario just got announced, and it's getting a 4K. It's Universal. So it seems like Universal at this point, unless you're an Oscar-nominated film or an animated film, they don't really care to put you out on 4K. So this again doesn't make any sense. This is a big budget movie. It's been marketed to hell. And why would you not put this out in 4K? This is, just from the trailers, like, this looks like a movie that's visually stunning and would look fantastic in 4K. So why would you not do this on 4K? Why would you not do a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook on 4K? Like, to just give this movie a Blu-ray and a DVD. It's just like, come on, Universal. And are you gonna put this out on 4K in like a year? It's just, again, ridiculous by Universal. And it just seems to be with more of these like genre movies that they're not giving the treatment to. It's like all the horror genre films, action-y type movies, creature feature with Cocaine Bear, they're not giving the 4K treatment. And it just doesn't make sense to me why they would do that. This is a big movie with Nicolas Cage in it, Nicholas Hoult. Like, it's been marketed to hell. The marketing's been fantastic for this movie. It's got great posters, great artwork, and you're only getting a Blu-ray, no 4K. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't know what Universal is doing right now. Again, no 4K from Universal. They, again, next to Disney, are the worst studio to me right now, just hands down. But let's go ahead and jump into the next topic, and that is Criterion's July announcement. So usually Criterion announces some pretty awesome stuff for July, and that's also their sale month. They do the same thing with November, and it kind of makes me wonder, like, if they do that because of the sales and they just want to kind of push more of their stuff out there to people in these sales, because they know that majority of people buy Criterion's during the Barnes & Noble sale month. Just an observation that I've made, but there's some really awesome stuff coming out this month. I don't think it's as big as last year's July because we had Raging Bull on 4K, we did Okja on 4K. There was a lot of great stuff that came out last year during the July sale. But there's some really cool stuff in here. There's actually two titles that I am really excited about, and one in particular I'm really excited to pick up for a cheaper price point for sure. But we have After Hours, which is a Martin Scorsese film. This movie has been rumored to come to 4K for I think like 4 years now. It's been ridiculous, but After Hours, the Martin Scorsese film, is coming to 4K on July the 11th, getting HDR, Dolby Vision, and getting new features as well. There's also going to be a Blu-ray with that. So there's going to be a standard 4K. There's also going to be a Blu-ray coming from Criterion. So I'm really excited to see this movie. It's another Martin Scorsese film. I've heard a lot of people say some really great things about it. So definitely looking forward to this one. One False Move is coming out on 4K as well. So I have never heard this movie, but I've heard from tons of people since this was announced that it's a great movie as well. This is coming out on July the 25th, getting HDR, Dolby Vision with new features. Also a Blu-ray as well. So yeah, that's 2 4Ks so far, guys, but we're not done. Let's go ahead and jump into the Renown Westerns. This is 5 films directed by Bud Budicher, and these are all 4Ks, and they are all starring Randolph Scott, which I had that great Mill Creek Randolph Scott collection over there. I actually dug into a few of his films back at the beginning of 2022 when I was doing Western Month. Some really great stuff. He's a really great actor, and I'm not sure if any of these movies, I don't think that they are, because I think that most of those were 40s and early 50s movies. So I don't think any of these movies were in that set, in the Mill Creek set. But the movies here, again, 5 Westerns, all directed by Bud Budicher, coming out on 4K. All of these are 4K discs, so this is a complete like 4K collection. But they all have new 4K restorations by Sony with Dolby Vision, HDR, and a ton of new features as well. But let's get into the actual movies. The Tall T from 1957, Decision at Sundown from 1957, Bucking and Rods Alone from 1958, Ride Lonesome from 1959, and Kamachi Station from 1960. So all 5 of these films are included in the set, and they are all in 4K. So what an amazing 4K box set by Criterion. Like, I am super excited for this. It's got great artwork on it as well. But 5 Westerns, like Westerns to me in 4K, they just had that extra like oomph to them. Like every Western I've seen in 4K has just looked amazing. So I am super excited to pick this one up in 4K, especially since I think this thing was going for like 120 bucks and it's going to be $60 during the Criterion sale. So I'll be excited to pick this one up in July for 60 bucks for sure, and also After Hours on 4K. But we're not done yet, guys. We have Breathless coming out on 4K. This is the 1960 film directed by Jean-Luc Godard, not the newer one with Richard Gere, which I don't know if that's a remake or not. But this is coming out on 4K on July the 18th with Dolby Vision and HDR. So I'm pretty sure this has had a recent Criterion Blu-ray. This is one that's getting upgraded to 4K. We also have The Watermelon Woman coming out on Blu-ray on July the 11th with new interviews and features. So this is the only Blu-ray in this lineup right here. Everything else is 4K. So we have the 5 4K Western set. We have One False Move, After Hours on 4K, and we have Breathless coming out on 4K. So that's 8 4K movies coming out from Criterion in July. So just some great stuff, a great lineup from Criterion. I would be interested in maybe picking up Breathless on 4K. I've heard some good things about that one as well. Also One False Move. So it is possible. I don't think I will, but it is possible I might pick up all of these titles on 4K and Blu-ray, all of these announcements, because they all sound really cool. But I'm really looking forward to Criterion in July for sure. There's some great stuff coming. We also have the Mummy 4K trilogy getting a re-release from Universal on June the 6th. So Universal will take the time to re-release the Mummy trilogy on 4K, but they will not do Renfield on 4K or Cocaine Bear. But again, no hate towards the Mummy unless we're talking about the third one. I love the Mummy, both the first one and the second one, but I already have those on 4K. Do I need a re-release of that? Like, are you adding new features? I don't think so. I think it's just a re-release of the Mummy movies. So again, let me know if you're excited for that in the comment section below. Maybe you want all the movies in a nice little pack coming out on 4K. We also have Ronin coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber. This is a movie starring Robert De Niro. So this one's interesting because I think Arrow Video did this one back in the day on Blu-ray. So this is one that Kino Lorber has taken from the Arrow Video catalog and put out on 4K. This is going to be getting Dolby Vision and HDR, and it's going to be coming out on June the 20th. So I don't have this one. I remember like a couple of years ago, this was like $5. Like the Arrow release was $5. I didn't even pick it up then. So I'll probably go ahead and grab this 4K because I've heard some good things about the movie. We also have the Manchurian Candidate coming out on 4K, guys. This is a big one from Kino Lorber. Going to be getting Dolby Vision and HDR as well, coming out on June the 20th. So the one thing I did notice with both of these releases, the artwork on them both is amazing. Like I love the artwork on them, but neither one of them had the new audio commentaries, which has kind of been what Kino Lorber is known for with their new releases on 4K. You know, at least recently, all getting new audio commentaries, and neither one of these have those new audio commentaries. So a little bit disappointing there, but I'm excited to check both of these out on 4K. Kino Lorber has just been on fire with the 4K releases. I don't even have to tell you all anymore. It's just crazy the kind of stuff that they're doing right now. Just amazing stuff coming out of Kino Lorber. We also have a Lord of War 4K Steelbook coming out from Lionsgate on June the 6th. What an awesome, incredible looking Steelbook. Now, I watched this movie last year during Nicolas Cage month on my channel. I really enjoyed it, but I didn't love it. I'll absolutely be getting this Steelbook because I freaking just love the artwork and I'm a sucker for Lionsgate Steelbooks. But, you know, as for the actual movie, I liked it. And, you know, a lot of people love this movie. I liked it, but I didn't love it. But I am looking forward to picking up the Steelbook for sure. Just awesome, incredible artwork. Let me know if you're excited for that in the comment section below. And again, that will be a Best Buy exclusive, as most of the Lionsgate Steelbooks are. We also have Invaders from Mars coming out on 4K from Ignite Films on July the 11th. And we have Linnea Quigley's horror workout video, guys, coming out on Blu-ray from TerrorVision on May the 1st. So I haven't gotten into TerrorVision yet, but I'm probably going to end up pre-ordering this. And I believe, as I'm talking about this right now, it's one of TerrorVision's fastest selling Blu-rays. And again, they're a newer company that hasn't been around for too long, releasing Blu-rays at least. But this is one of their fastest selling ones. And I will say, I think there's about 1,200 left on the site. It's already dropped down from 3,000 to 1,200 when it was announced like 5 days ago. So if you want this, the Linnea Quigley horror workout Blu-ray, you better jump on it right now because it's going to sell pretty quick. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Linnea Quigley. The more of her stuff I'm seeing from the 80s, it's like she's absolutely fantastic. So this is probably one that I'm going to end up pre-ordering as well. Let's go ahead and jump into the deals, guys. We got tons of deals going on right now. We have the Easter Carnage Arrow sale still going on until May the 2nd. We also have the Kino Lorber Spring sale still going on until April the 24th. So we have until next Monday when that's going to end. And we have the Dark Knight 4K trilogy for $39.99. Currently on Amazon, we have the Birdemic trilogy Wings of Disaster currently on sale for $28.70. This is a Severin release that just came out like 2 weeks ago, guys, for like $42. already dropped down $14. Like, that's absolutely crazy. And again, this is a Severin title. Usually they don't do that stuff a lot, at least from what I've seen. So this thing must have not have sold very well for them to drop it that much so quickly. We also have the Mean Girls Blu-ray Burn Book Steelbook that's on sale right now for $11.80. So if you missed out on that, definitely jump on it now. And we have the TCM Blu-ray Truck for $42.80, which is definitely a cool set, but I've just been getting way too much Texas Chainsaw lately with the Second Sight and the Dark Sky 4K to jump on this one. We got the Doom 4K for $13.99. We got Child's Play on 4K for $22.80. We got Red Eye on 4K for $28.92. We have Tar on 4K for $25.43. We have House of the Dragon still on 4K for $28.70, and In the Heights on 4K is currently $13.90 as well. So definitely a lot of great deals going on right now, guys. And with that, let's go ahead and jump into what is new this week. We got tons of great stuff, a lot of great classic films coming out this week on 4K, including 12 Angry Men coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber for $27.99. Also, keep in mind, guys, that this includes the remake as well, so you actually get 2 movies in this set. And we have Serpico coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber for $27.99, which is definitely a cool release starring Al Pacino. We have Rebel Without a Cause coming out on 4K from Warner Brothers for $23.79. And we're also getting a Best Buy exclusive steelbook with that 4K steelbook for $32.99. We also have The Seventh Seal coming out on 4K from Criterion for $34.99. We got Cocaine Bear, guys, again, coming out on Blu-ray from Universal for $22.99. We have The Haunting of Julia coming out on 4K from Screen Factory for $29.99. I was on the fence with this one. I wasn't sure if I was going to get it, but I ended up grabbing it because I've heard some good things about this movie. All-Star Superman on 4K from Warner Brothers for $25.99. We also have Magic Mike: The Last Dance coming out on Blu-ray from Warner Brothers for $22.99. We have Marlowe on Blu-ray coming out from Universal for $22.95. We have the Brave Archer Collection, which includes 5 movies, coming out as a Shout Factory site exclusive for $69.98. We have Living with Chucky coming out on Blu-ray from Screenbox and Cinedigm for $19.99. I think that's number 3 in that new numbered line. We have The Sunday Woman coming out on Blu-ray from Radiance Films for $22.99. We have Kids vs. Aliens coming out from RLJE for $20.99. And we have 7 new Kino Lorber releases coming out, in addition to the 2 4Ks that they got. So that's like 9 releases for Kino Lorber this week, which is ridiculous. You and Me for $17.99. High, Wide, and Handsome for $17.99. Search for Beauty for $17.99. The Trap for $19.99. Rio for $15.60. Lady in a Jam for $17.99. And Oh Doctor and Am Poker Faces, a 2-movie 2-pack for $19.99. We also have Blondie, the complete 1957 TV series coming out from Classic Flicks for $34.99. Poser on Blu-ray from Oscilloscope Pictures for $24.99. We also got Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke, the 40th Anniversary Stash Box Blu-ray coming out from Paramount for $29.99. Also getting a standalone Blu-ray for $14.99. Really nice looking box set right there, but the only thing, again, I'll complain about is why no 4K with this? Like, Paramount has no problem releasing like tons of other movies on 4K. It's like, why are we not getting one for, like, Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke is like a big movie. Like, why would you not do that one in 4K, especially for the 40th anniversary? It just doesn't really make any sense. We also got 3 Sandpiper Pictures releases coming out this week on Blu-ray. The Quiet American for $19.99, The Bulletproof Monk for $19.99, and Year of the Comet coming out for $29.95. We also have Transfusion coming out from Lionsgate for $15.99. Righteous Thieves coming out from Lionsgate for $17.99. Maybe I Do coming out from Vertical Entertainment for $12.99. And a Target exclusive Dreamgirls and Rocketman Blu-ray double pack is also coming out as well. And we have The Thing. This is coming out on April the 21st, so not this Tuesday, but I believe that would be this Friday this is coming out, is a Mill Creek Walmart exclusive steelbook of The Thing 2011 coming out for $19.96. So definitely get your pre-orders in for that one, unless you feel like you're going to be lucky enough to go into the stores of Walmart and actually see that on the shelf. I know I won't, so I'm definitely pre-ordering that one. But yeah, that's coming out not this Tuesday, but this Friday. But with that, guys, that is the Physical Media Report, episode 156. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. Definitely, if you can, subscribe to this channel. Also, drop this video a like. Comment down below, guys, of everything that we talked about here today. What are you the most excited about? Let me know in that comment section below. Turn on the bell notifications and follow me on all my social media accounts down below. I'm on Letterboxd, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on all the places. Follow me down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.